Hey everyone, it's Mike. So I put together a video of some predictions for Season 7. Now some of these predictions have some solid merit to them, while others, well, they were just so damn cool I had to put them in anyways. So for our first bold prediction, I have Arya arriving back in Winterfell to save Jon from Sansa by killing her and Littlefinger. Yes, you heard correctly. Sansa appears to be on a collision course with Jon based on several clues we saw throughout Season 6.
I didn't know the Tullys still had an army.
My uncle, the Blackfish, has reformed it and retaken Riverrun.
How'd you know that?
It's funny because even as she's trying to make a clean break with Littlefinger, Sansa is showing us the ways in which Littlefinger has shaped her way of looking at the world.
Ramsay received a raven before I escaped Winterfell.
His best weapon would be turning the two cousins against one another. When referring to why Sansa did not tell Jon about the Vale army, Sophie Turner, who is the actress who plays Sansa on HBO's Game of Thrones, went on record at Comic-Con stating that Sansa did not tell Jon because she wanted all the credit. She then went on to say, "I'm not sure she thinks Jon is capable of being King of the North. She thinks he doesn't have the knowledge and experience that she has." That's pretty telling, right? Well, she followed it up by suggesting it would be interesting to see Littlefinger sit on the Iron Throne. So given the evidence supporting the Sansa-Jon rift, and the last we saw of Arya, she was actually headed en route to Winterfell. If Littlefinger actually convinces Sansa to turn on Jon, the other Stark girl will likely take up arms to defend her brother/cousin Jon by assassinating both Littlefinger and Sansa. How cool would it be if Arya went around masquerading as Littlefinger after that? Next up, we have Sam discovering the cure for grayscale at the Citadel. In one of my previous videos that you can actually check out by clicking up in the top right hand corner, I discuss the cure for grayscale and make a prediction that Sam discovers this at the Citadel. You notice how Sam has basically assumed the role of hero in the War for the Dawn, based on a lot of fan theories. I mean, he's got to cure grayscale, figure out how to defeat the Night King, make sure his dad doesn't show up and spank the living shit out of him for stealing his sword. I mean, those are some pretty tall tasks indeed. Another bold prediction for Season 7 is that the wall comes down and Bran's mark brings it down. This is something quite a few people, including myself, thought about whenever we saw Uncle Cold Hands drop him off at the wall with his creepy and suspicious look. After the Three-Eyed Raven explained that Bran had been touched by the Night's King, and that's how he was able to enter their little hobbit's tree, I immediately assumed that it would be Bran and not the Horn of Joramun that brings down the wall. Or at least in the show. And lastly, and by far my most favorite bold prediction for Season 7, is that Sweet Robin will be revealed as Littlefinger's son. For those of you who aren't aware, Lysa Tully had an ongoing relationship with Littlefinger during their youth. When Lysa wed Jon Arryn, Lord of the Vale, she brought Littlefinger along with her to King's Landing, as Jon was Hand of the King. Jon Arryn was a fierce commander and warrior. No way in Seven Hells Sweet Robin is his son. Sweet Robin is no more of an Arryn than Tommen is a Baratheon. There's also this line in A Storm of Swords. Jon did his duty in the bedchamber, but he could no more give me pleasure than he could give me children. His seed was old and weak. All my babies died but Robert. 3 girls and 2 boys. This kind of gives credence to my theory, but we're going to go ahead and treat it as fact in our bold predictions. So I'd love to hear your bold predictions for Season 7 in the comments. They can be crazy as hell or seriously thought out. Also, feel free to click on the subscribe button, as I'll have a lot more content coming out in the next couple of weeks. I have a video that I'm working up on the tragedy at Summerhall, and a lot more historical context to frame up Season 7. And if you have any suggestions for any additional content that's Game of Thrones or Walking Dead or anything Nerd Universe related, feel free to drop that in the comment section as well. Thanks once again for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you all back here. Take care.